Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel and the World Class Championship Wrestling Review Series. We are moving quickly through the month of March in 1984, and we are March 24th on this particular installment, and still new talent coming through, lots of it. Also, big announcement this week as Fritz von Erich makes the announcement of the Texas Stadium show set for May the 6th in 1984. This is the Kerry Von Erich and Ric Flair. I don't know if I'd say rematch or where to go with it, but it's Kerry Von Erich and Ric Flair. They do a review match as well during the product, which they seem to be doing a lot of. But the announcement from Fritz basically says that Kerry or Kevin has been deemed by the NWA to be able to replace David, who has passed away, in his NWA title quest. This will take place in Texas Stadium, the large stadium, on May the 6th, and the NWA Heavyweight Championship will be on the line. That's basically the idea behind the whole promo. I mean, he draws out. They also ask for donations to a local church, and in David's memory, and Fritz thanks folks for their continued support, etc. and so forth. But I mean, the main idea here is building Texas Stadium. Now, what's amazing to me is, if you think about it, they're 6 weeks away, something like that, from Texas Stadium, and they're just now plugging it on TV. 6 weeks, enough time to plug a major stadium show and get tens of thousands of people if you have talent that's over. So, only 3 first-run matches here this week. Kelly Kiniski, Gene Kiniski's son, versus Mike Reed. Reed and Kiniski going at it one-on-one, and Kiniski, who I would say is kind of taking the Johnny Mantell role here of a wrestler who's good in the ring, but nothing, exciting to write home about per se. Arm bars, arm locks, takeovers, and the like. Reed has been a perennial enhancement talent for several months now. This does not change in this particular encounter. And a inverted atomic drop gets Kiniski an advantage, and Kelly does not do anything except get the victory off of that particular maneuver. Think about that, an inverted atomic drop as a finish here in 1984. We then move to 1/3 of the Freebirds, Buddy Roberts versus Chris Adams. Adams and Roberts kind of moving forward and kind of getting things going in a positive direction. Adams, of course, multi-time former American champion. They meaning the benefit of Adams and Garvin, will do battle at the Texas Stadium show. Mainly all of the main matches will be handled here. Buddy Roberts doing a little more singles, so I don't know if he's planning to stay post the Freebirds leaving at this point, or whether they were just giving him more to do, or they didn't have enough guys on the card. But not a one-sided match, but definitely Adams is the larger star. Adams hits a cross body for a near fall, and out the back door comes Roberts. Roberts, really a guy who can get heat in just about any situation. That doesn't really seem to change. What does seem to change is the intensity with which Roberts goes at matches, and if he likes you, it certainly means that he's got his bump and working boots on, and he does here for Chris Adams, and I think that has a lot to do with Adams' position in the company, and also having been around for quite a while. The match slows down yet again, but then we kind of get to a tie-up in the ropes of Buddy Roberts, and Adams takes advantage again. Anyway, we kind of go in a positive direction that way. And hard shots by Adams. Adams not wasting any motion. Adams also does clear house and clean out. Hits the super kick among other things. And it is also clear that he is still in prime championship condition. Lots of guys get tired in territories, or looks like they're getting tired. But I think Adams has been on top such a major bit that, kind of a major thing. Jimmy Garvin comes out again and goes right at him. And then we go to the main event, Super Destroyers versus Iceman King Parsons and Kerry Von Erich. Von Erich, obviously the former America's champion several times, tag champion several times, World Man 6 tag team champion several times. Akbar on the outside supporting the Super Destroyers. And King Parsons has been, I guess, a thorn in the side of Akbar, or Akbar a thorn in his side for several months now. Kerry intermittently as the tag partner of his friend Parsons, and that's been a relationship that's been stoking the fire for quite a while. Parsons does the majority of the offensive maneuvers in the early stages for his team, cleans house until the ring is cut off. The Destroyers do make a comeback for, let's say, 3 or 4 minutes in the middle, kind of getting the heat. Although they never really, it's weird. The Destroyers only look really good when they're in there with enhancement talent. They are a team that always manages to get their heat back. Cut the ring off on Parsons near the end of the contest there, and Kerry and one of the Destroyers and Parsons and another Destroyer cut off or are getting double teamed. Parsons left on the inside after Kerry sent through the middle rope to the outside, and with only a couple of minutes left in the program, Parsons, is being double teamed. He hits the butt, and Von Erich off the top rope, 1, 2, and 3. Kerry Von Erich and Iceman King Parsons do, in fact, get the victory over the Super Destroyers. And the Destroyers try to continue the match, but that's not to be. And we close out the 24th of March, 1984. We'll be back with more right after this.